Alright, so for these applied problems, you have to figure out whether it's an arithmetic or a geometric sequence. So arithmetic is where they're going to be adding every time. And geometric sequence is where they're going to be multiplying each period or next time. So they have a sales initially of $200,000. That's the starting amount. And then they are increasing by 30 grand per year. So since they're adding 30 grand each year, it's going to be an arithmetic sequence, which is why I chose the formulas below. So our first number, A, is 200,000. And then our D, our common difference, is 30 grand. That's good. Get out of here. And then N is 5, because we're looking for the fifth year. So to see how much they made on the fifth year, that's going to be 200,000 plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times 30 grand. So then that's 4 times 30 grand is 120 grand. So on their fifth year, they made $320,000 for the year. To figure out how much they made total over the past 5 years, use the same A, N, and D, and then we're just going to plug them in. So it's 5 over 2 times 5 minus, 2 times the starting amount, which is $200,000, plus 5 minus 1, which is 4 times 30 grand. Alright, so then that will crunch those numbers, and that'll give you a final amount. Now I guess I'll do it out. 2.5 times 400,000 plus 120 grand. And that's going to give you, give me a second with my magic number maker box. That is, 520 there? So that's $1.3 million. So, seems like they're doing alright for themselves there. So that's the total for the first 5 years, or for that 5 years. Alright, so the next one, now this is, you can probably guess, since I just did an arithmetic one, the next one's going to be geometric, but you still got to identify them on a problem-by-problem basis. So we have this company. They had sales of $1 million the first year. Sales increased by 10%. So is it 10% based on the year before? That's obviously the compound interest. So you're going to be multiplying by, if it's a 10% increase, that's 100% plus 10%. So that would be 110% total. So year 2 is going to be 110% of year 1. And so we're going to be multiplying by a 1.1. Okay. So for this one, for the fifth year, it would be their starting amount, 1 million. Nice annoying number to try and write with this thing. Times 1.1. And since we're looking for the fifth year, it is 5 minus 1, so to the fourth. And 1.1 to the fourth. So it'd be multiplying that out gives you this. So they got 1.464 million in the fifth year. To find out how much they made total or cumulatively, it's going to be 1 million times 1 minus 1.1 to the fifth over 1 minus 1.1. So yes, I am going to get a negative number on the bottom, but then the 1 minus this number is going to give me a negative on the top. I'm going to have a negative over a negative, which still gives me a positive value. just in case you were paying attention there and got a little worried. You needn't worry. If you feel like you can solve it from here, then you can just stop the video. If you want to see me actually crunch the numbers, then hang on for the ride. Here we go. What's this time? So that gives us $1 million. Can I fit this in here? $1 million times 1 minus, alright, times this dealie here, that equals negative 0.61051, and that is not rounded. I don't know why I wrote it over there, just to write it over here again. Alright, and then that's over negative 0.1. So boom, divided by 0.1, bam. So obviously they should get something more than $5 million. If they started with $1 million and they've been increasing every year for 5 years, well, if they didn't increase, it'd be $5 million, so they should obviously end up with more than that. And they do. That computes out to $6,105,100 over the first, or over those 5 years.